Hello and welcome to our very first episode of Spilling the Yorkshire Tea with me, Abbie.
With me, Amber.
And we'll be discussing today whether going backwards is the new going forward.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
Hashtag 2016 and hashtag nostalgia have been recently in social media a lot, with 1.8 million posts on TikTok.
Whoa!
What do you remember about 2016 and what is nostalgia to you?
Oh, I think I remember we did the mannequin challenge at my old school. That would be primary school, which is crazy. And I wasn't in for it, but you obviously had that. That was like quite a big thing. Remember the food, school food, that was great. Pizza on a Friday.
Pizza on a Friday. We never had pizza on a Friday. We had it on Thursdays.
Oh, I always look forward to pizza on a Friday, but it's crazy because nostalgia is looking back. That was
Did you have the square pizzas when you had pizza?
Yes,
where it was the really thick base.
Yeah.
Oh, they were so good.
I feel like even though normal pizza is triangle, I feel like square pizza is just the best. I know they're the same thing, but come on.
No, but there was something about those pizzas. I don't know what it was, but the dough, or my mum called it trash food type pizzas. Yeah. But it was so good. I got into the cheese pasties. It was just literally a square of pastry with some cheese in, and all of us loved it.
I also remember we also had a tuck shop that everyone would go and
we never had that. I wish we had a tuck shop.
I think I remember it did come in, but everyone used to just go there at break time, for sausage rolls, warm sausage rolls.
We didn't have that. We had the school meals, of course, where you had your packed lunch. And at our break times, we would have to bring in our own snacks. And my mum was so paranoid that she'd get told off if I had the chocolate or crisps and stuff, that I would have my food taken away. But I went in to school with an apple as my snack.
Oh, brother.
So that was my snack. And then everyone else had, actually sometimes she got me the Nature Valley bars, which I absolutely loved.
Love them.
All these biscuit things. But then I would literally steal everyone else's snacks. One of my friends, they hated nuts, and you know me, I love nuts. So she just gave me her nuts every day, because she was always my dad would tell me off if I don't eat them, because they say it's really good for you. And I was I'll have it. So I just was stealing basically everyone's food.
That's good. I remember getting given, the little raisin boxes. I can't remember the brand, but they were
Sunny something, I think.
Yes, I remember them and I absolutely loved them.
For me, it was Fruit Winders was always a treat.
Oh, I remember them. Yeah, they're great. That's crazy.
Fruit Winders, and then the squares if I was stealing.
Oh yeah, I did. I think I started having squares maybe near the end of, because it would be roughly year 4.
My mum never bought them, but for treats at home, it would be the Arctic bars, which were the penguins, but the little version. They were so good. Yeah. I loved an Arctic bar. And Froobs.
Oh, I think I've heard of them.
Oh, no, they're the little tubes of yogurt. There's barely anything in it.
Oh my god, yeah, I do.
But it's such nostalgia.
I do remember them now. Sorry, that's just gone to my head. I was I do. I used to have them every in my pack lunch.
It's so many of the foods I like. It's there was actually no substance in them, or substance at all. It was mainly packaging and things like that. So probably not great for the environment. But they were banging. So good, so good, guys. Magic Stars all the way as well.
Oh, I do love a Magic Star.
But I also wanted to remember Cha-Cha Slides, Just Dance, Wake Up and Shake Up. Did you have that? And Jojobos.
Oh my god, I do remember Jojobos. They were big thing. I had my mum get me, I had one, but my mum got me the rainbow one that I absolutely love.
Did you ever watch JoJo's YouTube?
You want to know?
JoJo's Juice.
Yeah. I think I roughly, like, I was on and off, but I did, like, watch her for a bit, like, her music videos.
I remember doing the rap in class. We did it after lunchtime, and my friends decided to make me do it in front of the whole class. And the teacher was like, hell yeah, why not? So I was going, J to the O to the JOS, to the J to the U to the ICE, that's Jojo Juice. What, that's Jojo Juice. What, that's Jojo Juice. Like, in the middle of the class, and I thought it was so cool.
Yeah.
I was like, Jojo will be proud of me right now.
But I feel like JoJo's was such a big thing.
They really were.
And then I remember Just Dance.
Yes.
Always loved doing Just Dance. Did it in PE.
We didn't have that. We did Wake Up and Shake Up. So we created our own ones. We did Let's Get Ready to Rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. We had Uptown Funk. We had Fatboy Slim. Funk Soul Brother, shake it up now. Funk Soul Brother. We had Shake, Shake, Shake Sonora. Shake your body time. Oh, I was loving life. I still do. This is why every morning I have to listen to my music and dance.
Yeah.
And it takes me 2 hours to get ready in the morning, but I'm flipping my pancakes to some music. It's great.
You gotta hype yourself up in the morning.
You do. Everyone needs a little hype up in the morning.
I always hype myself up on the way to work all the time. In the morning, yeah.
I think we've discussed a lot about just little nostalgia things in terms of, also, Moana came out.
Oh my god, I love Moana. Zootropolis as well.
Yeah. Love Sid the Sloth.
Yeah.
But I think we need to get back onto the question whether going back is the new going forward. And when I think of that, don't know about you, but I think about history.
Yeah.
Yeah, history. And with history, why do you think we learn history?
I feel like you look back on the past. Obviously, there can be negatives, but also positives, because you learn, well, the saying is you learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
And if you look back on history, obviously there has been loads of mistakes, but if you see how much it has changed from then to now, a lot has changed, like social media, everything. But history is a big part of who you are.
Definitely. I think when you say about that as well, like looking back at mistakes, that reminds me of a quote by Winston Churchill. If you don't learn from history, you're doomed to repeat it. It's along those lines. I don't actually remember the exact quote at the top of my head, but we quite often learn from history negative things. I mean, if we look at Margaret Atwood's book, The Handmaid's Tale, which is 10 out of 10 book, by the way, guys, she mentions how everything in her book has happened in history before. And I think because it's such a dark book, have you read it?
My mum's told me a lot about it, so I do know bits here and there.
Yeah. Well, it's a very dark book, so without giving anything away, a lot of the things has happened in history, and I think it's just about, we need to remember these things to know that humans can do horrible stuff and how to be aware of it to stop it from happening again. But I think when we talk about history and learning from mistakes, I think it's also important to learn from the good things. Like if we look at technology and how it's advanced, I know that we go in cycles where it's up and down. I mean, even if we look at online dating, you can see that more and more people are going off online dating because they're like, it's not for me kind of thing. So technology goes in cycles, but at the end of the day, we're constantly growing with improvements and what more we can do. And same with medicine. Where would we be without knowledge of vaccines?
Yeah.
COVID. Harsh times. So yeah, I definitely think also it's about progression. What do you think of that?
If you see, like, a lot of things has progressed so much, like if you think medical now, like you have all this technology now, it's way advanced now than it was like back then and that. And it's crazy how a lot of things has changed, and it goes back to nostalgia and how you look back at things. But if you think about the internet, that's changed quite a lot. A lot of people are now more online now than they were like 2016.
It's just so different, isn't it? But I do find people do like the idea of retro technology too. I mean, Amazon found that they receive so much more purchases for retro technology like flip phones and things like that this year than years before. So it's definitely something we like and the comfort of it. I wanted to ask you though about fashion in history, because you're quite a fashion girly. You like your accessories and things like that, and what you're finding with how fashion is going in terms of it's constantly going back and forth.
I used to when I was younger, I never really thought about how I look like outfits now to now, which is like completely different. But you can see how fashion has changed quite a lot. Let's go back to bows, for example. I do have quite a few bows, me. Like, I still accessorize with them now because they're different variety and styles now. Like, you got I think they're the ones that I usually have, the long tail ones in like different colours. Accessories have changed, and fashion, you can shape it to how you want to look, how like your personality and your own looks. Because I feel like now I don't care as much, but I still want to have like a good outfit for the day.
Yeah.
That matches like my vibe for the day, like comfort.
You're quite a comfort girl.
Yeah.
With a little, I feel if it was, the aesthetic thing, a bit soft girl.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And then I do think baggy's coming back quite a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's because I like baggy clothing, so I tend to stick with that. And the low-waisted is coming back with the early 2000s. Yes. But flares were back.
I did have a pair of flares.
Yeah.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
A study with Australian students found that students most like practical learning, where they actually analyse different situations in the past so they can be agents in the future, like kind of agents of the future kind of thing. And that made me just think generally of how we learn and the practical aspects of learning. Because when I think of nostalgia, I think of childhood. When I think of childhood, I think of play. And children are known to learn best when through play almost. And I just think, is it like when we look at things and when we're doing it, how is it best to learn in terms of, because I do think they say always that children anyway are one of the best learners because their brains are so plastic in that time. But is it that because they're doing such practical things and they're engaging with their brain so much in a different way, that's why it's working better?
I believe like everyone learns in their own way to how they are with themselves. Like for me, like take it back to like exams, I'm more of a practical type of person.
Same.
Because I learn more when I'm doing my own stuff. For example, coursework, I learn better like doing coursework than I do with exams, because my brain doesn't wrap around with exams, because obviously you never know what you're going to get in one of them. So I believe you can see more people prefer practical to like, because it's more engaging, because people like you're doing your own work at your own pace, and I believe that's like more better than just like exams, someone just talking to you.
Yeah, definitely. So I think we can wrap this up maybe. So we want to know whether you think going backwards is the new going forwards. What do you remember from 2016? Why do you think it's important to look back at childhood? Do you find a comfort in childhood? So we want to know your opinions. Please follow us on Spilling the Yorkshire Tea on our TikTok and Instagram, and tune in for more episodes with us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Thank you and bye.